today's sports. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Houston Texans and the New York Jets. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. This is taken at the 3. And a good effort on the return there gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Dancing to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
No. Check. Patriot.
Here's the 1st carry for Bo Scarborough. Shelling through. And his 1st carry, he loses the football. And the Texans scoop it.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 42. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
To throw on 2nd is Watson. Throw left side complete. It's Howell. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the... into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
This is Scarborough. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we get a bike. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll set up to throw. The try. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go now. Green.
They're going to look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. That drive took him inside to 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Howell. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now it's Watson. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Second down. Here's Watson. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. They were trying to get the connection with a former Buckeye, Braxton Miller, and it's third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. To throw is Watson, being chased out left. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. He rifles one that's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it, and he'll take it across midfield and down the 48-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Forced out to his left. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now they'll run it on the toss. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game. But when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
Broken tackle. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a fourth down situation. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. The New York set to take the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. They go play action here on first down. And an alley to run. And avoids the contact by sliding. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Now they'll run it with Scarborough. And very little daylight there. They'll get a couple up to the 44.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
Well, from what we've seen thus far, this is not a formula for winning football. When you have more turnovers than points scored, that's a tough way to try and win a game.
After the interception, here's Watson. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Darren Lee there to get him down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Third and long. It's Watson. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And New York set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Set! 3-19! 3-19!
They'll start things on first down with Bo Scarborough. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave them with a third down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a three-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Now let's go! 3-19!
They run. This is Scarborough. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
On play action, they'll throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Now Scarborough, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it. And that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A good effort there, 9 yards, but it's going to leave them looking at a 4th and 1.
56. Lucky 56. Hot. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Hot.
They'll try and sneak it here. And it'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue landed. Blue landed.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
It's caught. It's Stewart. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Back to throw. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Stepping up, he's going to kick it. Oh, he coughed it up. And the Texans say they have it. They do. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. But you got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
Now he's going to go deep down the left. And the defense loses him. It's complete. A minute 59 to go in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a first down throw. Watson. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The Texans on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 17. To the air yet again, Watson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Rashard Robinson with a pick.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Drive starts on the ground with Scarborough. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this 1st half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Back 99.
Looking to throw. Dancing to his left. Going deep for Moncrief. And this is caught. A big play there just before halftime. 53 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the 2nd half of this AFC divisional round. Spinning away. Nifty move. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. He's going to let this one go deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. Shifts by at the 15. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Come back, come back.
On first down, Watson. Being chased out left. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. They'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 7.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The Texans on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They'll start off with a give to Scarborough, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
All right, here we go. Green.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
No. Check. Patriot.
They'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he comes back with one complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw now on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Detroit! Watch it now, Barney!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now back to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Potter. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Lucky 56. Gone, 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 gone. Hot, hot.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Dante Moncrief, 40 yards. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. Well, so it goes for a rookie quarterback. He had the INT earlier in this first half, but he bounces back with a touchdown pass.
And you have to like the mental acumen, the toughness, the fortitude of him, because oftentimes for a rookie, you throw an interception early, you're taken right out of the game, or mentally you check out a little bit. Give him a lot of credit for bouncing back.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him with contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
4 down. Tiger, tiger, tiger. Come back, come back.
To throw on second is Watson. Steps away to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at the 23. Might have needed just one more block as it stands. 37-yard return. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. So out now come the Jets. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Yeah, still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Back now here on EA Sports. The Jets on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Hot. All right, now look.
He'll look to throw. He can run for it, and he will. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. They'll look to throw here on first down. Completes it to Moncrief, left side. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but, boy, that was textbook defense, exactly as you're taught to play.
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags, and I believe this is going to be a first down. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Hot. Hot.
He'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Zach Cunningham in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he fends him off, buying time to his left. Over to the right side, caught by Moncrief. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. The Jets on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hot. Detroit. Detroit.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Dancing to his left. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Black 99 Philly, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw here. And now he'll... And a loose football. And the Texans say they have it. They do.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here. Not done in the 4th. Now a handoff working running. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. On 2nd down, here's Watson. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Texans on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap for Watson. Being chased out left. Going up top for Miller. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And no, it's incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. And they'll run it here. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. They try again with Scarborough, and he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger-happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And here comes the Texans now. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 25. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
It's Scarborough again. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet 1st down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day. All day.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this.
All right, here we go. 319. 319.
They run a draw here on second down. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down at 6. The Jets on third down. 6 conversions.